There's Payton. And it's Nedelicki in at the 5. Now here's Pierce. Now Davis. 6 to shoot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Davis against Terry. Rodman kicks to Terry. Rodman with a screen on Davis. Shot by Terry, no good. Payton with the ball. Now Chandler defending. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
And both free throws good for Payton.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Rodman with a screen on Payton. And it's Terry off the drive. Drexler against Lillard. Drexler, that's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Pierce. We play just over a minute here in the first. Lillard from outside. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Terry, and he slams it one-handed.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Terry. Chandler with the screen on Payton. Nice shot by Terry.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Pierce. Davis kicks to Lillard. Payton looking around. Tries the spin move. Floats one up. Bucket is good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Terry outside. Outside, Drexler. Rodman outside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, Davis. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Terry. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nedelicki. Pass to Payton. Williams with the block. Rodman down low. He's guarded by Davis. Williams passes to Chandler. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, this is what you love about Tyson Chandler. Releases out of the pick and roll with big-time purpose.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Robinson comes in for Davis, and Ryder subbed in for Paul Pierce.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Now here's Pierce. Scoreless thus far. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Williams kicks to Drexler. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lillard from outside. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Drexler. The Warriors pull it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard dishes to Pierce. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 6. Here's Drexler, and the dunk by Drexler. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Albuquerque leads by only 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. So with Payton on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Here's out there with Robinson. Then there's Gooden. Then there's Kidd. And it's Ryder in at the shooting guard. And the Warriors with possession here, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Outside Williams. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
White against Kidd. Pierce the pass to Gooden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And that's the right approach for Gooden. A solid rebounder and an above average interior scorer.
And he makes the first. Julius Randle's checked in for Albuquerque. And the Warriors also making a change. Davis is checked in for Robinson. And so Gooden nails both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Randle. Gooden with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Back to Pierce. The 3-ball. Rodman grabs the miss. And Albuquerque with the possession. Miller the pass to White. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Albuquerque making a change here. McAdoo's checked in. Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. And here is Kidd, still without a basket. It's Robinson, top of the key. And the Warriors miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Randle against Pierce. Back to Randle. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Randle's got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque.
Well, this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Kidd. Pass to Davis. Lillard outside. to Davis. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. Bounce pass Pierce. That's a 2 from Lillard. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Lillard's got 8.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Miller has to get it to Adebayo and does. Pass to McAdoo. Here's White. Off target with his 3. And the Warriors with possession here. Trailing by 2. Ryder no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pierce kicks to Robinson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Albuquerque leading by 4. Here's Miller. Outside White. Here's Randall. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here.
First team foul. Julius.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
.149 left here in the second. Pass to Foster. Back to Payton. That's a 2 from Lillard. And the Warriors miss again. And so here's Albuquerque. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And Randall throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Albuquerque. Pass to Davis. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Adebayo.
Substitution for the away team. Bob Medelicki. Paul Pierce.
On the wing, Payton. White covering. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Rebound by Albuquerque. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McAdoo, and that one is hammered home.
Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Albuquerque. Terry comes in for White. Albuquerque on D. Lillard misses. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Payton against Terry. Banked in off the glass. Terry's got the lead up to 13 now for Albuquerque. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Drexler's checked in for Miller. 36 seconds left to play in the first half.
Number 22.
Lillard outside. Over Drexler. Drexler with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. That's it, and the Albuquerque lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Gary Payton.
How about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Terry against Payton. Terry the pass to Randall. Sinks the triple. Randall's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Albuquerque.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so we conclude the first half. Albuquerque out in front. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
McAdoo out there with Randall. Then it's Drexler. Then it's Chandler. And it's Terry in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And here is Payton. Clyde Drexler with the triple. Nedelicki, the pass to Pierce. Drives to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review it. Foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Randall down low. Pierce on him. And here's Drexler outside. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Outside, Davis. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Lillard dishes to Pierce. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Pierce has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 19-point game. Lillard outside. Outside, Pierce. Just 3 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Pierce. Lillard's got 11.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Back to Payton. Pass to Pierce. Launches it. Rebound by Albuquerque.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Outside for Randall. A 3-pointer, no good. Davis up top. Here's Nedelicki. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
All right, with you coming on the court, come on and get loud for your Lakers debut.
Some changes for Albuquerque. Adebayo is checked in for Chandler. Rodman comes in for McAdoo, and it's Williams in for Randall. The Warriors also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry. Albuquerque leading by 19. Williams kicks to Rodman. No good on the 3. And it's the Warriors' ball. Kicks it out to Lillard. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Terry looking over the floor. On the wing, Drexler. Misses the 3. Lillard outside. Pass to Pierce. Driving the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here, and he can't get the first one. And he sinks the 2nd. 34 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Rodman, and Rodman with the slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pierce down low. He's guarded by Williams. The shot by Pierce will not go. Here's Rodman, and he can't jam it through. Outside, Robinson. For 3, Kidd doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Albuquerque with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Payton on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Gooden, Damian Lillard out there with Jason Kidd. And there's Davis, and it's Ryder in at the small forward position. Here's Lillard. Outside Kidd. Pass to Ryder. Here's Lillard. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's
Goodness gracious.
That finish. Whew.
Williams has gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Lillard, the pass to Ryder. Outside, Davis. Lillard from outside. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Davis. Kidd passes to Gooden. Outside for Davis. It's stolen by Adebayo. Kidd with the steal. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Lillard. And Adebayo sends it back.
You got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Whitey's checked in for Albuquerque. Lillard, the pass to Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And you can tell Davis is very comfortable inside the paint. He has no doubt in his ability to find a shot. He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
A three from Drexler. And again, Albuquerque with the triple. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Albuquerque.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Drexler against Lillard. Here's White. Good on the triple. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Paul Pierce is checked in for Ryder, and it's Payton in for Kidd. Drexler against Lillard. Outside, Pierce. Clock at 4. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Bounce pass, Davis. Pierce for 3. The shot, no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 15-4 run. And Adebayo throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Drexler. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Spins. Here's Payton. White with the defensive effort.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Here's the pass to Davis. Driving inside. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Lobs it up there for White. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Some changes for Albuquerque. Chandler's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Julius Randle comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Terry in for White. Here's Payton. Lillard outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And Randle throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Lillard outside. Payton up top. Terry covering. Payton, that's good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. They set the pick. Nobody near Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. Terry with it, and stolen by Lillard. And so Albuquerque takes the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Clyde Drexler.